Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome to Europa Universalis 4 as Brandenburg with the new Emperor DLC in an effort to complete the new mission tree for Brandenburg. We have made some, I would think, really good progress. We've expanded a bunch to the west and slightly to the north. In the last episode, we managed to vassalize. I think I'm remembering the episode series right. I think it was we vassalized and we took this country, and then we got dragged into a war with Denmark. Well, dragged in. I think they declared on me, but basically Austria did all the work and freed Holstein, something along that line, into their own state. And now we've been dragged into another war because I think Burgundy here attacked. Yeah, they attacked Switzerland, which is protected by the Holy Roman Empire as a client of it or a member of it. And so Austria stepped in and Austria said, hey, you should help as well, which was a little disappointing because we wanted to look inwardly a little bit and help develop our own country. But that's okay. It's good to help out our neighbors because we want our neighbors to help us. And frankly, we just need time to pass because we have so much aggressive expansion. We can't expand, and we need to coming forward. So let's move. Where do we want to move? We want to move closer, but our troops aren't quite ready. So let's move over here for now. We are losing innovativeness because we are so behind in technology, which is unfortunate. So we need to double down on getting some technology up. Okay, let's slow things down a bit and zoom in here because I do want to ensure we win this war, because the whole point of this is we are going to attempt to take over the Holy Roman Empire. So letting other countries weaken the Holy Roman Empire is not going to benefit us. So let's move this way and see what we see when we get a little closer. I see a 7k army there. Can we catch just that? Because we can beat a 7k army. Now just clear up a little. We cannot beat a 7k army? What is happening? They have higher military tactics than us. How did we lose that? Oh well. We will hang on to the money right now. We'll be spending money a lot. So our army is retreating back to Berlin. We are going to immediately move them up one province so that the Berlin foot will prevent them from being hit until they can replenish troops and morale. Right now they are super vulnerable. This is a pretty old out war. Like, I feel like there's a lot of nations both against and on our side. I guess we could hit this and see. So it's Burgundy and their 3 vassals, because they begin with 3 vassals. And then it's Austria and a whole bunch of the Holy Roman Empire. So I suspect long-term we'll win. Though it would be nice to be a participant in that, because while we're not going to gain territory out of this, if we help them win the war, we will gain favor with our allies. We can grab military tech, which I suspect as being so... Yeah, we are so far behind in military tech. I think that's why we lost. Just simply our troops are not as good. We can now get a new troop, so we're going to change our troops to Man of Arms. Is that the new one? Oh. So we could go to Man of Arms. We could go to Longbow. So basically, Longbow is better on the attack. Man of Arms is better on the defense. And then we have Galenglain Infantry, which I'm not even going to try and say, which are fantastic on the attack and terrible on the defense. I think we're going to take the Men of Arms for the defensive bonuses, because this is currently a defensive war. We also can invest in a national idea, so our next admin technology, which will unlock our next idea group, which will be good. And help improve our technology weakness. Our tech is still really quite poor. We have a minus 15% penalty from not having embraced the Renaissance, which is slowly spreading in our country. I might need to just spend some time getting this up and not expanding, which I guess I keep saying. It would be good if we can make enough money that we can invest in advisors to help that. Right now, though, we are losing 6 gold per turn, partly because we're being sieged down, partly because our troops are replenishing and our army is being beat up. We're going to lose a lot of land over here. Or not lose it, but it's going to get sieged down. Hopefully the war is going better. Okay, so Austria is doing really well. So we're the only ones struggling with this war right now, and frankly, we'll recover. So this new idea, we could grab one, and we'll want to discuss what we want to grab in a little bit. But frankly, we don't have the monarchy power to spend on it right now. So there is no advantage in choosing one yet. We can have that conversation later. Our army is almost fully repaired. We're also going to spend... I guess we were waiting for cannons. Because we have one more space for troops. But we were waiting for cannons if we can get that tech. I guess I'll hang on for now. Not like our 14k army is going to be able to take out this 22 one anyway. We're going to come and see if we can siege back some of our land. This is regrettable. No, not much demand for our local goods, so this is a little risky. I'm trying to siege this back while they try and siege that down. A fort over here would be very nice. I don't really have the money to fund it, but it would be very nice. We got that back. We'll move up here. What's going on with troops? Yeah, so our side is going to dramatically win this war. The only army causing any trouble is up here in my territory, and frankly, we're just going to let them chase around and attrition down. I suspect, though, they are going to immediately pull back here. We're going to come duck behind our fort. So they can't get to us. And yeah, this is going to be drastically in our favor. We just want to get our war participation up, which, where are we here? 15%. So we've participated a decent amount, and that's important because we'll get that favor from everyone, which will be nice. They're about to take this. There's nothing we can do. But they're going to have to run off because their own country is on fire. Are they? Oh, they're Flanders. Oh yeah, Flanders is on fire too. Well, that's Holland. There's Flanders. Flanders is fine. Holland's on fire. Yeah, so now they're retreating out. Oh, and Austria is taking that back for us? So no point spending our troops. Can we come get rid of these rebels for this country? Just gain a little popularity with them. 51% war score on our side's favor, so this is going fantastic. They should never have attacked the Holy Roman Empire, and this is why being a member of the Holy Roman Empire is quite beneficial. One of our diplomats is out there trying to improve our relationships with the people who are outraged against us, which is good. I wonder how that is doing. It's probably still bad because not much time has passed. Yeah, about minus 30. Minus 20 to minus 30 on average. That was only minus 3. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Someone's joined a trade lead. Blah, blah, blah. I don't actually care. Send for a trained... Oh, our heir is ill. So we can spend 20 ducats for a 50% chance that our heir will die and a 50% chance of gaining legitimacy. So either 50% chance our heir lives and we gain legitimacy, or 50% chance the heir dies. Or we pray for his life. 75% chance that our current heir will die and gain 30 legitimacy. Oh, I was misreading that. Sorry. Spending money to save the heir only gets us 5 legitimacy. Our legitimacy is 100%, so there's no benefit to getting more. And I think our heir is really good. 322. That's a decent air. I mean, not the greatest air in the world, but it's strong enough that I don't want to lose him for an unknown chance. And he died anyway. Oh, our air is way better at a 435. So, yay. I guess it's good my kid died. That's awful, but true, nevertheless. I think at this point we're just kind of watching the war. We're at 69%, though they are taking back a lot of their country. I hope Austria has the intelligence to get out of the war soon. We'll take the inflation for extra admin power because our tech is so far behind that we just need it. I'm gonna pull our army back in behind our fort here. And despite the fact we're at war, I'm gonna drop my army maintenance down and just start making money. I need to kickstart our economy a little bit. Can we build anything better than churches than yet? Buildings. Don't have the tech. For production. Do have the tech for trade. I wonder if that's worth it. Potentially. Much harder to calculate what you gain from trade. Like your trade power goes up by 2, but what does that translate to in money is, I mean, I guess it's not that hard to calculate, but it's more effort, and more effort than I'm going to put in while recording a video. Oh, that army is going to get caught. Oh, that was actually a pretty close fight. Our side lost, but it was much closer than I expected. We are at 84%. This war, very much going in our favor. Our neighbors, what? Reports that the court has taken in many of our political enemies. Okay, well, whatever. We have a few enemies along our border right now, and that's just how it is. We don't have the capacity to deal with it, so be it. I'm gonna increase speed and pay a little less attention to the war. Provincial unrest, minus 2.9, we're doing fine. Blockaded, don't care. Free advisor slots, it would be really nice to fill that, but they cost, yeah, $1.14 a month, and that's a lot. Need to improve our economy a little bit before we can do that. How's our tech doing? We have a minus 18% penalty right now. I could invest some money points to try and get the institution sooner. I think, though, as Europe, it's worth just waiting because we are going to get there. 11, 12, 12, 14%. So we could maybe spend some points making Berlin a little bit stronger and spreading this a little bit faster, because right now it's only going up at 0.07 per month, and that's not amazing. Nobles demand reform. We get less taxes, they like us better. We don't get less taxes, we lose the stability. We're gonna lose the stability because right now money is important. And I am thinking of investing some. Let's take a gander at this. Let's pause. We invest 1 into Diplo points because we have the most Diplo points. Didn't increase the rate. Oh, I see. Nearby friendly provinces has it. Bonus. Adjacent province has it. European 5 development provinces. Post a year we're not at. European 20 development province post. So we'd need to add 7 more development to this to get one of these bonuses. And it's a decent bonus. But that's a lot. I don't know if we have the ability to spend that much on our capital. Might be worth it though. Increase the speed it comes here, increases. Our tech is so bad anyway. We're close to getting diplomatic. It's spreading. The country north of us has accepted it, so it's going to spread faster and faster. Get 5 for everything. We would need another 5. We're gonna do it. 6, 6, 6, 7, 8. We'll put the most into diplomatic, and that has drastically increased what we gain. So that was worth it, I think. And just for Berlin, we're not going to spend it on everything, but making our capital stronger, there's no loss there. Tension between nobility and clergy. Jesus lived among beggars and fishermen, why don't you? The Papal State's opinion of Brandenburg changed by -100. Leclerc, okay, surely we do not wish to anger His Holiness. We have a rebellion. Can I unpause while this sits here? Okay. We're gonna cheat. We're gonna cheese this a little bit. We're gonna restore the army maintenance. And we're gonna try and not touch this until the morale of our army comes back. Halfway. Because right now we're Catholic. Making the Papal States hate us, there's no benefit in that. Okay, one more month and we'll have full... Okay, cool. So that war's over. What did we get? Burgundy will cede a couple of provinces to Switzerland. They will end their overlordship over Holland and Brabant. They will pay 44 ducats to Switzerland and its allies. We get 3 of that. Peace will cost blah. Switzerland suffers 15 aggressors. So that's just great. One more month, I said, and then we're gonna click this button and anger the nobles. And they're gonna rebel. And we're going to... We don't have a general because our general apparently died again. That is an amazing general. 1 fire, 3 shock, 2 maneuver, and 2 siege. Please don't die anytime soon. And we're gonna come do this fight. It's even numbers, but our general is gonna be better. Yeah. We lost a bunch of troops, but we nevertheless won that war. So we can't quite drop the army maintenance because we want to... If we drop it all the way, our troops won't replenish. So we're going to wait until we replenish back to 14k of troops, and then we're going to drop the income down. The nobility hates me now a little bit, but that's okay. We do not need the church to dislike us. We're going to drop our army maintenance again because I want to get some improvements in our country. And I think we're going to build a temple as soon as we can at 110 gold. Norway can have access. Denmark can have access, sure. Probably shouldn't encourage you expanding, but whatever. Okay. Build that one. There's plus 0.13 gold. That actually, that will add up. That will be quite beneficial to us. How is the spread of the Renaissance? So it's going pretty into a lot of our provinces now. Not at a phenomenal rate in a lot of our provinces, but good enough that we're going to get this fairly quickly. And I'm actually going to wait until I don't have to. You have, depending on, you need 20, I think it's 25% of your country to have embraced it before you can embrace it as a government. And it costs you money to embrace for every province that doesn't already believe in it. But I think because of where we are, we can wait until it spreads through most of our country. Now, while we wait for time to simply pass again, sweet, we got a saint because the Pope likes us, and we gain stability because of it. That's why we did not anger the Pope. Nothing good comes from that. Who is the Pope right now, anyway? Castiel. Castiel? Castiel. Castiel is an angel, I believe. I only think of that from Supernatural. Who are the electrics, actually? Highest vote score. So we're not bad on the vote score, but we're not as high. I wonder what affects the voting score. I've actually never played in the HRE. You know, I know some things about it, but I've never... Saxony would vote for us, which is great. Everyone else wouldn't. It's very interesting. I'm 1 vote. We need like... okay. Where are they? Oh. Really what I would like to do is just vassalize them all. And then force the matter. And I had originally, because we now have these 2 different reform cents, and I'd originally thought decentralizing would be the funnest route for this video to show off some of the new options, but the mission tree is kind of guiding me towards creating Germany, and to do that, it would be much easier if we unify and centralize into one country. So, you know, maybe we won't act as we thought. Whoa, who is at war up here? You... I don't like you. They're going to grow more powerful and be more of a pain to conquer later. Nothing we can do right now. So while time keeps on ticking by, maybe we'll talk a little bit about what ideas we might want to embrace as our first one. Because we have a few options. We're being quite aggressive, so there's nothing wrong with grabbing a military one for military tech. But long term, that like early, there are things we could do that would probably benefit us a lot more. Now, because of where we're playing around, we could grab Diplomatic. Gives us more power to calm people down when they're angry with us over what we did, which would be very benefit. It allows us to improve relationships more, gives us just better reputation, which makes it easier to have alliances, and lowers war score, so we would be able to take more territory in war and we would be less affected by it. And then finally, it makes Diplotech cheaper. So that's not a terrible option. We could also grab Influence, which is great. You get more money from your vassals. Your vassals are less likely to betray you. It's cheaper to annex them. You have more relationships with people, gain better diplomatic relationships. Diplomats travel faster, and vassals contribute more troops to war. These are all really good options too, and I think Influence is one we're gonna want to have. But I'm also leaning towards kind of the administrative stuff, and I actually think I might just take the boring route of innovation. Innovation basically makes it so that things like the Renaissance spreads through your country faster, and it makes technology cheaper. Not just a specific type of technology, it makes it all cheaper. So it will basically make it easier and cheaper for us to stay on top of technology. And this is often more important for countries. Salt crisis. Rumors are sweeping in the country that there's been a shortage in salt production. Although we tried to quash the rumors, people are certain there will be a salt crisis. So production efficiency goes down. How charming. So this is normally more important for countries that have trouble getting things like the Renaissance. So the further east you go, or pretty much the further away from Europe you get, the harder and harder it generally gets to get these things. But I kind of like the idea of just being extra on top of it, having lots of power to throw around. At some point, religion might be nice because religious turmoil is going to spread across this country pretty rapidly, and that's just how it's going to be. Lose 5 legitimacy, lose 5 prestige. We'll lose legitimacy. We have 100, it will regain in plenty of time. Also, admin is great because it makes coring cheaper. So if we're going to continue expanding, which we probably are, it costs less admin to expand. So that can be pretty beneficial too. So that is kind of like a high level of how we're going to want to think about that and see what we want to do. Don't quite know what we're going to do yet, and frankly we're not going to decide in this video because this video is about to end. We're also not going to decide in the next video because we're going to try and get our technology back up to pace with everyone before we start spending it on other things. So thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully in the next episode we can get our technology under control. I think that would be a good game. So hope to see you in the next episode.